26th of March 2026. I've just walked slowly from the caravan at South Clee to this point, which I know is on the England Coast Path because I saw my first sign earlier. In fact, the only sign indicating the England Coast Path near the yacht club down there, which is where I've come past to this work of art, is it? Over the path, which is a good point to start because I can identify it if I ever get this way again. Now I've seen somebody over there. Are they walking the England Coast Path? Because this is the England Coast Path, that is. Unless it turns, they turn and come to this point. There's a fort out there, closer to that actually. Yes. So for the time being, I'll say goodbye as I return along the coast path to South Clee. Slight turn to the left is coming. We're on the turn. See the fort. Slightly to the right, closer to the wind turbines, closer to everywhere we're going, but not too close yet. This is the turn, straight ahead then along the side of the nature reserve, Tetny nature reserve. See what the next move is after that. Here's some footpath signs, but it doesn't have anything to do with the England Coast Path on it. You can perhaps make a circular walk by going off down there. That's the way the coast path goes. Another right bunker ahead, and then we're at Hamperston. There's two more people coming to work. That'll make 17 altogether, I think. Tetny Marsh Nature Reserve, I think, and persons number 22 and 23 coming along. We're nearly at the end of the sea defence section like that, and at the end of all that we get to this, and this is the one and only England Coast Path sign I've seen. There's one on the other side as well, if you're going the other way, but that's the only one that I've seen between that work of art that I stopped at, started the walk today, and well, on the way to Grimsby. So the path continues to the right. There is a signpost over there, but that just says public footpath. But nothing to do with the England Coast Path, which turns here, goes past the water towards the yacht club. this is where some signs will come in really useful. There is a footpath diverging off this one, and there's some symbols on that post, so I'll go and have a look. I really don't know where to go now. There's the car park for the Tetny Marsh. There's the yacht club or whatever. I don't want to trespass. I can't see any signs. I'll go down there and have a look though. Well, I went down there to have a look, but I can't see any way through. Whether there's a way through there, I don't know. I'll go and have a look that way. So that's the way I've come. This is the car park, and I'm going to go back the way I came, which is round the boat club, which is down this way. But it's not the way shown on the official assets.gov.uk website. Not wanting to trespass on the private land, I'm going round, which is the way I came, along these dune paths. And to prove where I am, at the coast side of the Humbermouth Yacht Club. Have another look at the fort. This is the area known as Humberston Fitties. Before joining the official path here. On the other hand, the path may come up here, go down the road, and then one of these. The tide is really coming quickly now. Another entrance from Humberston Fitties. Straight onto the beach. Nearly at the finishing point for today. electric today. 23rd of March 26. We're at Anthony's Bank, which is near Humberston Fittys. And this is where I imagine the English Coast Path to be. But I can't see much sign of it. So let's carry on. It ought to be this way. So I'll take a walk along here. The tide well out because it's not sea, it's the Humber estuary. Cleethorpes 1.5 miles. I've not seen any signs yet. This is a logical thing to be a coast path, isn't it? This path on the edge of the caravan site is endless. Here's one terminus of the Cleethorpes light railway. With a rather derelict signal box, I think. In case you can't read that, it says South Pole 9919 miles, London 143, Sydney 10,483, North Pole relatively close 2,517, because this is the meridian passing through this footpath. This is the line of the Greenwich meridian, longitude 000 south, north, and then a display about the Humber estuary. But the bigger display is about the Greenwich meridian line. Here east meets west, set in the pathway, the stainless steel plate marking the line of the Greenwich meridian. It was in 1884 that the Greenwich meridian was established by international agreement as the line of zero longitude, running from the north to south pole around half the globe. It separates the eastern hemisphere from the western hemisphere. It comes in north of Withensea, crossing here along the Marine embankment. This stainless steel metal plate was presented to Cleethorpes in the early 1930s by a company, Hadfields Limited in Sheffield, to test their new non-corroding steel, which has remained there ever since, and its fine quality of the steel. The railway rejoins us here around this lake. to the lifeboat station. Tuesday the 24th of March 26. There's the entrance to Clee Pier. The section I walked yesterday from Haven there, Clee Pier, and on north. There's the railway station. Somewhere out there is Spurn Point. For collecting plastics, I think. sharp turn here to get over the railway. The view from the top looking south, and then looking north. There's the railway line. Looking north and looking south. Wednesday the 25th of March 26. From the top of those steps there may be a track on the right hand side of the railway, because the one yesterday didn't go anywhere on the left hand side. I can now work out what the map means. You come off the promenade, go around this quarter of a circle, through that gate and along that track, and then we'll come to a bridge further on across the railway. Down there and along there. Well, there's the bridge, and I think according to the map it's a bit further straight on before we cross over. I'm going to go over the bridge and try and follow tent at the bottom. Look at the map at the bottom, see which way to go. And at the bottom. I think I'm going to down now. Straight along the road at the side of the railway this side. Football ground. And that's where I'm going to go. Go a bit further, because that was the entrance to the football ground, not a road that goes through, so a bit